Picture this. You just sat down to enjoy your favorite meal. Maybe something sweet, spicy, or full of flavor. Just as you take a bite, boom! A tiny kick, then another. Your baby is moving like they just heard their favorite song. Coincidence? Not at all. Believe it or not, what you eat directly affects your baby's movements, and some foods make them way more active than others. But why? And what does this mean for your baby's development? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at your cravings the same way again. How your baby experiences food in the womb. Before we dive into which foods make babies move more, let's talk about how they even know what you're eating. After all, they're floating in amniotic fluid. It's not like they're taking little bites along with you. Here's where it gets fascinating. By around week 13 or 14 of pregnancy, your baby's taste buds are already developing. They're not just growing, they're actually working. Amniotic fluid absorbs flavors from the foods you eat, meaning that every meal you have flavors their world too. Yes, your baby is already tasting the outside world before they're even born. Why some foods make babies more active? Now, let's get to the big question. Why do some foods seem to wake babies up and make them move like crazy? It all comes down to a mix of flavor, energy, and chemistry. 1. Sugary foods equals a natural baby energy boost. Ever notice that your baby suddenly starts kicking after you eat something sweet? That's because sugary foods like fruit, juice, or even a piece of chocolate cause a spike in your blood sugar. And guess what? Your baby gets that sugar boost too. Babies react to this sudden rush of energy by moving more, just like you might feel more energetic after having a sugary snack. This is actually why doctors sometimes recommend drinking a cold sweet beverage if you're trying to encourage baby movements for a kick count. 2. Spicy foods equals a wake-up call for your baby. Ever had something spicy and felt your baby react? That's not in your head! Spicy foods stimulate your body's metabolism, and some spices even slightly raise your heart rate and body temperature. This tiny change can wake your baby up and make them more active. Plus, some experts believe that spicy flavors might be more noticeable in amniotic fluid, making them an interesting and possibly surprising experience for your baby. 3. Cold drinks equal a temperature shock. They can feel. Have you ever taken a sip of an ice-cold drink and immediately felt your baby shift? There's a reason for that. Cold drinks create a sudden temperature change inside your body, and while your baby isn't directly feeling the cold, they sense the difference in temperature through your amniotic fluid. This can make them move in response, like a little wake-up call from inside the womb. 4. Caffeinated drinks equals baby's mini energy surge. Caffeine is another thing that affects your baby almost instantly. If you've had coffee, tea, or a soda and noticed an increase in kicks, it's because caffeine crosses the placenta and gives your baby a little boost. Just like how caffeine keeps you alert, it can make your baby more active too. That's why doctors often recommend limiting caffeine intake during pregnancy. It's a stimulant, and too much can overstimulate your baby as well. Is it a good thing when babies move after you eat? Absolutely! Feeling your baby move after you eat is actually a great sign. It means, 1. They're responsive and reacting to stimuli. 2. Their nervous system is developing and becoming more aware. 3. They're getting the energy boost from your food, just like you do. But while movement after meals is normal, it's always good to pay attention to patterns. If your baby suddenly stops reacting to food when they normally would, or if they move less than usual, it's a good idea to check in with your doctor. Can babies develop food preferences in the womb? Here's where things get mind-blowing. Studies show that babies can develop a taste for certain foods before they're even born. In one experiment, researchers had pregnant women drink carrot juice every day. After birth, those babies showed a preference for carrots compared to babies whose moms didn't drink carrot juice. This means the flavors you eat during pregnancy can influence what your baby will like later. So if you want your little one to enjoy healthy foods like fruits and vegetables, now's the time to start exposing them to those flavors through your diet. What's the best food to get baby moving? If you ever want to get your baby active for a kick count, or just to feel some extra wiggles, try 1. A glass of cold orange juice, sweet plus cold equals double the reaction. 2. A small piece of chocolate, sugar boost. 3. Something spicy, like a little hot sauce or curry. 4. A fruity smoothie. Natural sugars work great. 5. A sip of ice water. Temperature change can get them moving. Every baby is different, so you might notice certain foods get stronger reactions than others. Pay attention to what makes your little one dance the most. It's incredible to think that something as simple as what you eat can affect your baby's movement, personality, and even their future food preferences. So what foods make your baby move the most? I'd love to hear your experiences. Drop them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on more fascinating pregnancy insights.